Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As the title states, it's going to be a Crabominable EX deck showcase. We got the Snow Yeti Crustacean himself right here. Instead of asking yourself who would win 100 men or 1 gorilla, instead you should be asking who would win Crabominable or 100 men. And yeah, I'll be honest, that question is a little bit more rhetorical because this guy would sweep even 1,000 men. This guy is a monster, man. I can see this guy very much just killing all the men, just freaking spin jitsu spinning and just fucking them all up. If you're watching this in the far or even near future, then that meme is probably a little bit dated. But yeah, you got the guy right here. Essentially a better Exeggutor. It's kind of like the spiritual successor. But even though I say that, Exeggutor is still somewhat valuable in this meta. Just, yeah, this is for water. But yeah, Crabominable EX right here. HP of 160. Has 1 attack, Insatiable Striking. That's 40 damage. But during your next turn, if you use this attack 1 more time, it is 40 more damage. Essentially doing basically what Exeggutor does. So instead of the coin flip mechanic, yeah, you just do 40 your first turn. Following turns, just 80. Just completely stomping your opponent. So you could argue that Exeggutor might be more viable turn 1. But ultimately, Exeggutor is up to RNG. And that Palm Tree has costed me a lot of games in the past. Whereas this guy, I feel like he's going to be a lot more consistent. This is the deck right here. It's also in the bottom left. But yeah, as you can see, I'm only running 1 Frogadier because I'm running 2 rare candies. As well as with that, I've seen variations where people would just run purely Crabominable and Crabrawler, essentially being a 16 trainer deck. However, I feel like this is more consistent because of one guy. Yeah, one Pokemon that's caused a huge stir in the meta. But yeah, this guy right here, I don't have him yet because again, I've opened over almost 200 packs. And yeah, I haven't gotten a single copy of him just yet. I'm probably going to buy him with the pack points, but yeah, this guy, the lightning type version, ability Safeguard, immune to all attacks from an EX Pokemon. Yeah, this guy is kind of a rank meta, so if you run Crabrawler and just Crabominable, I mean, Crabrawler can hit, but only for 20. And yeah, dude, I feel like it's just gonna mess you up very much if you just run these two. Given that Greninja is still an amazing card, like hands down. Again, he got a buff from rare candies as well. Water Shuriken doing 20 damage per turn to any of your opponent's Pokemon. So yeah, if you have this guy out, you can do up to 100 damage if you have Greninja in your active, doing damage from Mist Slash, as well as if you have another Greninja in your bench. Yeah, you can do 100 damage in total. So yeah, this guy's not a joke. If you saw my Rayquaza EX deck showcase, which I highly suggest you do if you haven't, this guy stole the show for a couple battles, and yeah, Greninja, amazing card. But yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, I make Pokemon Pocket content pretty much daily, really like in the game, albeit rank is causing me to have gray hairs. But yeah, with that being said, consider liking and subscribing so you don't miss out on Pokemon Pocket content. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So how these deck showcases usually go, there's going to be at least 3 battles. The first one's a solo battle just to get the feel of the deck, and the next 2 are PvP. And yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, here we are in the solo battle. We are going against Rayquaza EX. Okay, we are going first. This is amazing because yeah, so if we get a Crabominable, we can do 40 damage the following turn, and then after that, just sweep the enemy, just doing 80 damage. Okay, Greninja. Damn, this is kind of rough. I hate when this happens, but okay, yeah, we just end our turn for now. Hopefully you can get Crabominable next turn. Okay, opponent's getting pretty bad luck. Oh, hey, okay, perfect. You got him out. Like, this is very ideal. Look at that. Just do that, and then now we just build up. Yeah, we just kind of build up. Just chill. Pretty much just chill. Yeah, just don't take this game too seriously. If you do, you just start. Yeah, your mental, everything's gonna be just broken. It's somehow physically, your body's also gonna be broken. Maybe from punching a wall too much. If you are familiar with losing streaks. But okay, yeah, this is. Yeah, one huge thing about this deck is that it's a water deck that doesn't require Misty. Like usually when you think about water decks, like Misties are very essential. Like you always want to run Misties, but this guy is so fast paced that you don't really need him. Like even with Greninja, keep in mind, Greninja only requires 2 energy. So okay, that's damn. I wanted to get a Froakie because yeah, rare candy, Greninja, but this is fine because now we might as well just do this. 80 damage, look at that. Now we're just cooking. Our opponent has to build up, and granted there's a lot of decks that can build up fairly fast, but yeah, this deck is rather consistent. If you can get him out and just build up your back, then it's pretty much GG. I might mention this later on in the outro, but another variation of the deck is Crabominable as well as Palkia. But I feel like, I feel like this is much safer because again, Lucario. Okay, perfect. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay, so we are pretty much set. We do this, do that, feed Froakie, and the next turn we have Crabominable out as well as Greninja. So this is very nice. So yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. 2. Gosh, man. Yeah, 2 of these guys can take on like freaking hundreds and thousands of men. Hands down, yeah, dude. Screw gorillas. They've already suffered way too much, but we're just sweeping this guy. I'll be honest, the AI is kind of buggy with this. There are some occurrences where like they just won't summon freaking Rayquaza. They're just too scared, but this is fine. Okay, this is nice because right now where we're at, we're doing 100 damage per turn, which is very nice. And if you want to maximize it, like I could just do this too. Like this is perfect, a good setup because we do have one Cyrus in this deck. So I damaged the bench Pokemon right here. I'm about to win, but this is perfect because we do have Cyrus as well. So like, look at that. This deck is very fun, very consistent. And stage 1 feels kind of refreshing because again, stage 2 is cool with rare candies and all. But I mean, stage 1, like, yeah, it's much easier to get out. And with that, yeah, dude, this is probably the second fastest solo battle. Maybe first. The last one with Lunala was pretty fast. But yeah, let's get into PvP. Or here we are in casual battle. We are going second. Okay, this is kind of bad because ideally you do want to go first just to maximize evolutions. Okay, yeah, this is not that good. This guy immediately just... Okay, Giratina, Darkrai, interesting. Okay, not that bad. Okay, this is... We can work with this. We can definitely work with this. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is this might be the scenario where like you kind of want to optimize your points right here. So there's another way to play it is basically having 2 Greninjas out first, and then have Crabominable out. Oh fuck. Okay. Damn. Okay, this is communication did jack shit. We do need. Damn. I wanted a Greninja, man. This is not that good because this is perfect next turn. If you can Greninja out, you can maximize damage right here. The only downside about playing like this is that a Crabominable, he takes a couple turns to actually do 80 damage. So yeah, you kind of want to maximize the damage, but doing that makes it kind of slow. Usually want him out very early in the game, but we should see how this turns out. Crap. Okay, yeah. So, okay, we have Frogadier, amazing. Please, next turn, hopefully you can get a Greninja out, but for now, we can just do this. If you don't have a Greninja out next turn, I might just, honestly, at this point, to play it safe, because again, RNG is kind of, I don't trust the RNG. I'm just going to do this. Crabominable here, just again, you want this guy to get built as fast as possible essentially, and to start wailing this Giratina. This is fine, this is perfect. And if he does retreat, we do have a Cyrus. Alright, this is looking rather scary, but okay, I might as well put this guy out. This is perfect because next turn we could get this guy, albeit Frogadier could be a liability because again, he gets 2 points, and then if he just Cyruses, instantly kill Frogadier. For now, just feed this guy. Could read on next turn, but for now, just save it. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Crabominable should survive. Again, look at that. 80 damage. Amazing. Very nice. Again, essentially the better Exeggutor, because I don't trust Exeggutor's coin flip. Like that, I've gotten tails so many times, and then whenever I get heads, it's always when it doesn't matter. Like when my opponent's like below, either at 40 health or below. Interesting. He does this. He dons. Okay. He doesn't kill though. He just gets a little bit more damage. Very awkward because Giratina is at 20 HP. So if I can get Greninja, okay, yes, we are cooking. We are now cooking. It is pretty scary, but yeah, this is fine. For now, we're just gonna do this. Water Shuriken, perfect. Again, this is why I love Greninja. Look at that, 20 HP, you're gone. Giratina is gone. Interesting, he subs in Arceus. I'm pretty much forced to Irida this Crabominable. Very scary, but we do have another Irida as well. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we also healed Greninja. Amazing. That's pretty good value. For now, I'm just going to feed... Might as well feed this Crabominable. This guy's might die if he leaves next turn, but 80 damage. Amazing. And if he tries retreating, if he gets Cyrus, it's pretty much GG. Okay, he does leave, but again, this is a YouTube video. This is not staged at all. This is actually like a PvP battle in casual match, but I know for a fact with my streamer YouTube luck, I'm definitely going to get Cyrus. So yeah, GG. Screw you, Arceus. Fuck. Okay, well, okay, we can still work with this. We can very much still work with this. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm gonna do this. It doesn't matter, at this point, it doesn't matter who I give my energy to. Pretty much the same thing. Greninja, screw, I'm just gonna target Darkrai just in case, because he could Giant Cape and kind of mess me up a little bit, but 100 damage, actually, this is 40 damage right here. We're just doing 60 this turn. Next turn, I'm doing 100. Okay, nice, yeah. So the opponent went out to touch some grass and easy win. Look at that. Crabominable. Yeah, this guy is a menace. This guy, his arms look fucking janky as fuck, but yeah, aside from that, don't underestimate this guy. This guy can still kill 1,000 men minimum. And yeah, let's see how this guy fares in ranked. Alright, here we are in ranked battle. Okay, this is very ideal because again, you want this guy to go out first. We are going first as well. The only scary part is that we are going against, let's see, ooh, yeah, Skarmory. Very scary because keep in mind, Crabominable is weak to steel. Alright, we are fucking cooking. This looks nice. This looks very ideal. Professor's research, 2 freaking Crabominables. Again, this guy, yeah, in total, at least 2,000 men. And okay, the only downside is again, for this deck he's using, you kind of, let's see how he plays. You kind of want to go, you want to go second. You very much do because Skarmory doing this Poison Barb. Okay, interesting. Damn. Okay, this is very scary, but we do have Crabominable out. Kind of scary, but our whole backline is built. Nice. All right, this might be the best hand ever. I'm gonna save this Giant Cape for later, but we do need next turn. If you can get a rare candy, it's basically GG because we got Greninja out, Crabominable. Next turn, we have another one out as well. But for now, just do this. This guy's probably gonna die in a couple of turns, but this is fine. Next turn, we shall see. Okay, so he's attacking. He's building up Megarna right here. So if your opponent's active, has an ability, this attack does 40 more damage. Okay, this guy, no abilities at all. He has no abilities. But okay, this is, let's see, he does 40 damage. Okay, so if I do this, this is where we have to do a little bit of calculation. So he is poisoned, so he's taking 10 damage this turn. Okay, I think this is fine. I think this should be fine. Hopefully I didn't miscalculate. But okay, this guy survived, he should survive for at least one more turn, which is very nice. Because again, it's kind of maximizing this guy as long as possible. I don't know, right here, just feed a Froakie. Hopefully, again, please give me a freaking a rare candy. That's all I need. 6 cards. There are 2 rare candies in there. Oh fuck, I miscalculated. Okay, yeah, this is crap. Don't do this. Yeah, keep in mind again, as I stated earlier, this guy is at a type disadvantage. Yeah. Okay, I kind of wasted this, but it should be fine. Like we're still at a huge lead because he is okay. If I can get a rare candy, it's still GG. Okay, I am confused. I don't know how to process this, but sure, why not? Let's just put another Crabominable out. Okay, he would have killed if he just kept it, because he was poisoned. 60 damage plus the poison would have killed this guy. Like, damn. Oh, okay, dude. Where the fuck is no Frogadiers? Okay, 3 cards there would help me a lot. Not to mention another Rita. Okay, this is kind of scary. I probably should have played a Froakie. Just like Froakie taking damage, but okay. Again, I want this guy to get built as fast as possible. You want him to get that. Next turn, he does 80 damage. So he'll take a lot of damage this turn. But crap, this is the downside. Yeah, Solgaleo. Okay, Frogadier is here. Next turn, he's going to be out. At this point, yeah, just kind of self-explanatory stuff. Just do this, do that. Attack. This is where the game determines if he's going to win or lose. Because, okay, he has 10 cards. He just needs a Solgaleo. If he doesn't get Solgaleo out, I basically won. Okay, so he does do that. So he does take minus damage. But if I get a rare candy, perfect. Okay, yes. Okay, this game really wants me to win so much. Like, look at this. Okay, so this guy, there you go. This guy, there you go. And I might as well, I don't know, I can feed whoever at this point. Let's feed Greninja, why not? Let's do that. Actually, feed this guy just in case, I guess. Yeah, let's feed that guy. Water Shuriken, perfect. Because keep in mind, that's not an attack, that's an ability. Yeah, this is an ability, so it doesn't really apply to the Stiffen attack. I'm only going to be doing 30 here, but this is okay. This is fine. Here, I gotta calculate this. So how much health does... Okay, he lost 50 health. Okay, he conceded. Damn, that's pretty rough because I feel like he did have a chance if he can get Solgaleo out. Solgaleo is still probably like one of the most meta S-tier cards, but in my opinion, this is a good contender as well. Ideally, you want to kind of win as fast as possible. In that scenario, it took us a long time to basically do anything, but yeah. Right, I decided to do one more battle just for the lulz, just cause why not? Got the guy right here, freaking Mr. Krabs. Yeah, this guy can also kill 100 men at least. Yeah, don't mess with this guy. If you see this guy in the wild, you're just fucked, man. Those claws aren't just for attracting mates, but they are also, so keep that in mind. Oh yeah, we're about to fry this guy alive. Oh yes, okay. This is pretty good. Ideally, we did want to go first, but we can still work with this. Nice, look at that. Just like that, we got 2 crabs out. 2 crabs out. Might as well do this. Okay, this is perfect. This helps later on attack, just in case he does red, because I'm assuming he's doing Shining Revelry Charizard. If he pulls that guy, that plus red does do a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, getting him out fairly fast. Yeah, dude, this is pretty unideal because for this guy, this is also a very meta deck. Honestly, this might be my next deck showcase. Yeah, because Charizard EX, yeah, this guy is just insane right now. Look at next turn, he is built, but right now, look at this. Look at that, man. How can you deal with these 2 guys? He can still easily win, hands down. Like, I'm saying a lot, but oh yeah, we do have type advantage. This is okay. We're about to fry this guy. Well, the opposite of fry, I guess. If I just waterboard this innocent but not innocent Charizard right here. Damn, he does with Lily. Pretty unfortunate, but this guy does survive next turn because of that Giant Cape. If he does red, this guy, he'd just be dead. That's the one downside. Again, if you want to run 2 Giant Capes, you can. Damn, this is where it gets very scary because I could put this Froakie down, but he could be a liability next turn unless I get a good Ninja. But yeah, the odds of that is pretty low, at least when it comes to Pokemon Pocket standards. Yeah, this is a matchup where Arita becomes basically obsolete because even if I do Arita right now, it's not going to do really much. But with that being said, I'm just going to do this. 100 damage, a lot. Okay, this is great. So next turn, I'm only going to do 60. Keep that in mind. So again, if he reds, he can instantly win still. Damn, he Iono's okay. Doesn't really help me that much. It's going to help him a lot more. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this guy's getting pretty good luck. But keep in mind, if you're running this type of deck, because I'm assuming it's a 16 trainer deck, it's just Charmander, Charizard. If you go up against an Oricorio, especially if he comes out late game, you most likely probably lost. But yeah, this is the one downside of this deck is that, like, yeah, it's very fast paced, but I feel like it can compete compared to other decks. Ultimately, it's up to RNG, but yeah, I could put Froakie down, but those 2 cards might be a Sabrina, you never know. So to play it safe, I'm just gonna do this. Either way, if it's a red, yeah, 170 damage. Pretty scary, but we shall see. Oh yeah, okay, of course, he had red. Yeah, this is usually how it works. GG. Yeah, this deck, it's fun, it's good, but I still think it's like one of the best decks. However, it can't compete against freaking Charizard EX. If you can get very consistent with that, which is most chances you will be kind of consistent, yeah, it's basically GG. I really couldn't do anything there. But yeah, that's the Crabominable EX deck showcase. Again, running this deck, it's a pretty nice card. Like, I feel like it is pretty good, but when it comes to this being like the main card for the deck, I feel like that's really not ideal. Because yeah, this guy does amazing damage, but that first turn, only doing 40 could hinder you a lot, especially in this meta where like everything's kind of fast paced. Again, there's a variation where you can use Palkia here, but again, like, it really depends on how meta Oricorio will be. Currently, most Oricorio decks are kind of trash, but at the same time, if you encounter that, it's pretty much GG, but you never know. I might make a Palkia video, a variant, later on maybe. But yeah, again, I wanted this to be primarily Crabominable EX focused, and yeah, Greninja is amazing nevertheless. Overall, I'd rate this deck probably A or A+, around there. Crabominable, A+, solid A+, because he's good damage, he's pretty nice, but yeah, he is also an EX, keep that in mind. And that first turn, yeah, like Exeggutor could perform better in that first turn. Granted, Exeggutor is mainly RNG based, but I've had games where like I would be going against an Exeggutor and the guy would get heads all the time. So yeah, Exeggutor has more potential than this card. However, this is more consistent. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this deck showcase. Hopefully found it a little bit entertaining and a little bit informative as well. Next video, I don't want to jinx myself because I mean, it might be different, but yeah, next video might be a Charizard EX video for Shining Revelry. That guy's a menace, as you can see, like a good like transition. Like the last battle was a good transitioning point to like, yeah, using that deck. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.